To the representative of Bahrain.
Madam President, allow me to thank Mr. Hans Gronberg, Special Envoy of the Secretary General for Yemen, Mr. Tom Fletcher, Under Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief Coordinator, for their valuable briefings. I also welcome the participation of the Permanent Representative of the Sisterly Republic of Yemen, His Excellency Ambassador Al-Saadi. The situation in Sisterly Yemen today clearly reflects what we have warned of over the past months: the widening scope of the regional conflict and its extension into Yemen. This is a result of the continued pursuit by the Iran-backed Houthi terrorist militia of foreign agendas at the expense of the lives, security, livelihoods, and future of the Yemeni people, as well as the security and stability of the region. The Kingdom of Bahrain condemns the militia's continued violation of the truce and its undermining of efforts to establish peace in Yemen. We also condemn the terrorist attacks launched on August 6 in Ma'rib and Hadramaut, killing and injuring civilians, including women and children, following the targeting of the Jaw al-Nasim camp in Ma'rib, a site densely populated by displaced persons. We also condemn the repeated terrorist attacks carried out by the militia using ballistic missiles and drones since July 13. These attacks targeted civilian facilities and objects in the brotherly or sisterly Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, injuring a number of civilians. We also condemn the militia's continued threats to the security and safety of maritime navigation and the freedom of international trade in Bab el-Mandeb Strait and the Red Sea, including its attacks on Saudi vessels. My country extends its sincere condolences and sympathy to the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, the Republic of Indonesia, and the families of the victims following the Houthi attack that targeted the commercial vessel Tihama in the Red Sea. We stress our full solidarity with the sisterly Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in confronting these attacks. These assaults not only target its security and interests, but also pose a direct threat to the security and safety of maritime navigation and the freedom of international trade. This is a dangerous escalation that undermines the escalation and all efforts to achieve peace. We recall the press statement issued by the Council on August 7, which condemned the operation of unauthorized Iranian flights into Yemen, viewing them as a violation of Yemen's sovereignty. The statement also condemned the attacks against the sisterly Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We emphasize the need for the Security Council to adopt a clear and firm stance to protect the security and safety of maritime navigation and to hold accountable those responsible for attacks targeting vessels and shipping lanes. We stress that freedom of navigation in vital waterways, such as Bab el-Mandeb and the Strait of Hormuz, is a fundamental principle of international law that must not be compromised. We warn that turning a blind eye to these attacks will embolden the perpetrators to continue their actions and threats, thereby exacerbating instability and exposing regional security and international trade to further risks. The Kingdom of Bahrain expresses its deep concern regarding the deteriorating humanitarian situation in Yemen and calls for ensuring unhindered humanitarian access to all those in need. We reiterate our condemnation of the detention of UN, international, and humanitarian organization personnel and call for their immediate release. We stress our support for the Presidential Leadership Council led by Dr. Rashad Mohammed Al-Alimi and for the legitimate Yemeni state institutions in their efforts to achieve economic stability and meet the needs of the citizens. We stress our solidarity with the sisterly Republic of Yemen and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We stress our support for the measures they take to safeguard their sovereignty, security, and stability. We call for a firm international stance to hold the terrorist Houthi militia accountable and to cut off their sources of funding and armament, thereby protecting civilians and preserving regional security and stability. In conclusion, we renew our full support for the efforts of the Special Envoy of the Secretary General for Yemen, Mr. Gronberg. We emphasize the importance of serious and constructive engagement in the political process to reach a comprehensive and sustainable political solution to the Yemeni crisis in accordance with the three terms of reference: namely the Gulf Initiative and its implementation mechanism, the outcomes of the Comprehensive National Dialogue Conference, and UN Security Council Resolution 2216. Such a solution must preserve the sovereignty, unity, territorial integrity, and independence of the Republic of Yemen and fulfill the aspirations of the brotherly Yemeni people for security, stability, peace, and prosperity.